Hello, welcome back. Disclaimer, I'm getting over a sickness, an illness. So if I sound terrible, that's why. But I wanted to do this anyways. It's that time of month again, the first week. So you know what that means. TBR jar. I do have a stack of books that I want them to be on my TBR. So those are sitting right here on my desk. Um, and hopefully they'll fit with a prompt. And if they don't, I will force them to fit with a prompt. So let's see how this goes. Okay, we have my TBR jar, and we're gonna go for it. Let's see, that first one, a book in a series. Okay, because I have a few books that I already knew I want to read. I already have my book picked out for this one. Dun, da, da, da. Siege and Storm. This is the sequel to Shadow and Bone. This will be book number 1 for February. I think I'm gonna pick. I think I'm just gonna have 10 books this month. Last month I drew 10 and then added 2 more. So I had 12 and I only got through like 4 of them. And then I finished the 5th one a couple days ago, but it wasn't in January anymore. And I'm still working on the 6th one. So I'll finish those and then I'll get onto this. But yeah, so I think I'll pick 10 books total this month. All right, before we get into book number 2, I am drinking this like really nasty. Okay, it's not nasty. It's just I don't like fizzy drinks. And it's one of those like emergency type fizzy drinks that's supposed to make you feel better when you're sick, get you all the vitamins. It's gross. It's so gross to me, but it's for my health and I need to be healthy again. All right, anyways, book number 2. Oh, that's totally 2 of them. I'm gonna put that one back in there. Is oh goodness, lowest rated on my physical TBR. Okay, we are gonna have to do some research for this one. Let me get my laptop. Okay, the lowest rated on my TBR, my physical TBR, is The Education of Fannie Lewald, an autobiography by Fannie Lewald. Here it is. It's got a whopping 3.04 average star rating. I don't really want to read this right now at all, but I will. I will. Okay, anyways, this is book 2, which works out because this is a nonfiction book. It's a memoir, which means I don't have to pick one later. I already got one. Wonderful. Book number 3 of, what did I say, 10? 10? Okay. Became a movie or TV show. This is the same one I got last month. Oh! I have an idea for this one though, and it's a book that I already was wanting to read this month, so I'll do it anyways. Daisy Jones and the Six. I've already read this book and watched the show. Both were great. I read this book in like a night, I think. But I've been wanting to. I reread one last year. I read Carrie Soto is Back and annotated it while I was reading it, and it made me want to reread the Taylor Jenkins Reid books that I've read and annotate them. And I'd only done Malibu Rising, so now will be Daisy Jones' time. And then I'll probably rewatch the show because it's good. And I still really want the album on vinyl. I've had it on my Christmas list for like 3 years. I'm just saying. But yeah, so it'll be Daisy Jones and the Six for book number 3. Book number 4 from the jar. This one. A mostly blue cover. Okay. Checking the books that I already knew I wanted to read. Yeah, okay. Mostly blue cover. The Alice Feeney's new book, My Husband's Wife. Yay, I'm so excited for this one. This is her new book that came out like a few days ago. And I'm so excited. I pre-ordered it for me and my best friend because we're trying to do a little like mini book club with the two of us. And this is going to be our book for February. So it fit in one of the prompts. Well, crazy. And it's got the sprayed edges. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Anyways, book number 4, My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. Book number 5. Ignore me. No people on the cover. Okay. That one would have worked for My Husband's Wife too. This one, I'm gonna have to look around, I guess. Because I had a couple of other ideas that would no longer work. Let's see. Okay, I know you can't see my bookshelves. I have 2 bookshelves right here. I'm still sick. I have 2 bookshelves right here. And I need books without people on the cover. That's upsetting because I have a couple other books that were I had in mind that have people on the cover that I can't read now. I mean, that's one of the ones I was thinking of reading. There's no people on that. Other bookshelf. Okay, so it wouldn't be anything up here. Guys, I don't know what to do. I don't know what books I should add. Okay, we've gone through my books, and I picked out a couple that I'm interested in reading soon. I'm realizing 2 of the 3 of these would totally have worked for the last prompt. But oh well. Anyways, let's carry on. We have A Forgery of Roses by Jessica S. Olsen. Okay, interesting. I just read the first line of the summary, I'm not gonna lie. And then we have Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. And then we also have The Baby Dragon Cafe, just because it looks adorable. So in between Alone with You in the Ether and The Baby Dragon Cafe, I think I'm gonna go with Alone with You in the Ether because I do really want to read this. And maybe Baby Dragon Cafe will fit on another prompt. We'll see. Book number 6. A book over 400 pages. That's a lot of my books. I think book number 6 for a book over 400 pages is going to be The Accidental Empress by Alison Pataki. Okay, book number 7. Main character's name starts with A, B, or C. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying to have to find. Let me just check the books that are already down. Hey, this one has an A. Oh. Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. This is gonna be our book because I read Delilah Green Doesn't Care February last year, which is my book of the month for February last year if you watched my book journal flip through. I know it's an hour, I'm sorry. There was just a lot to get through. Anyways, I've been wanting to read the rest of the series because I enjoyed the world and like the characters. The world, it's like just a small town. But I enjoyed the characters and I thought they like had good relationships and I enjoyed the first one a lot. So we're gonna read the second one, Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail, for a book whose main character starts with A, B, or C. Okay, book number 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An author that has written 10 or more books. Again, guys, why am I getting the same prompts? Oh, I have an idea. I could do the sequel to Etiquette and Espionage because that is a series of 4 books. And I have the start to another series of hers that's 4 books. And I know that there's at least one other series that's 4 books. 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12 is more than 10. So I could do that. I might do that. I'm checking something and my computer's loading really slow. Well, while it loads, I can talk, I suppose. So I could either read Curtsies and Conspiracies, which is the sequel to Etiquette and Espionage, and get farther along in that series reread, or I could do Throne of Glass, because I didn't actually read it last month. Whoopsies. I could do that, maybe. Or if this would load, it just so happens to work out that the comic I was wanting to read this month, Lore Olympus, Volume 1, there's 10 of them out. And wouldn't you know it, that's 10 books. So I could make this my pick for that one. Might as well add it to the list. Okay. Lore Olympus will be book number, what did I say, 8? Book number 8. Okay. And now we have 2 more. Just 2 more. That's not too bad. Okay, so we'll have books 9 and 10. Book number 9 will be book with girl, lady, or woman in the title. What? I don't think I have very many of those. Okay. Book, lady, or girl in the title? Let's see. Okay, I think I only have 3 options, which is not great. My options are Homefront Girl by Joan Wellen Morrison. This was actually, okay. This is a book that one of my professors, it was like her grandmother's diary or something. So this is her grandmother's name, not my professor's name. That her grandmother wrote during, I think, World War II. I think. But my professor like published it, and it's dedicated to me. Not dedicated. She didn't know me then. I'm pretty sure she signed it. Yeah. Thank you for being in my classes, Susan S. Morrison. Slay. You can't see that, but I promise it's there. Look, hold. Thank you, Susan Morrison. I love that professor. She was great. But we already have a nonfiction book on the list, so I don't know if I'm going to read this one. And then my other options are The Woman in the Library, which is a book that my mom read and wanted me to read, or A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Now, I kind of want to read this in October because it's all like spooky, but at the same time, I can always get behind a murder mystery now. I'm gonna read The Woman in the Library because it's a quick, easy read, you know? So, book number, 9? I can't remember. Book number 9. Guys, I'm sick. My brain not working. Book number 9. Alright, for the last and final book, book number 10. Let's see what we get. Go. A title you love. A lot of these are the same prompts I got last month. It's okay. I thought about removing the prompts that I did last month so that I wouldn't get repeat prompts, but it's fine. We're gonna go through the books that I already have picked out for other prompts to decide from. Okay, these are my top 3 titles that I've already picked out, I think. We have Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Curtsies and Conspiracies, and The Baby Dragon Cafe. Just because it sounds really cute. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do this one because I do want to read this in October when it's like more fitting, I guess. I don't know. I can give whatever justification I want. It doesn't matter. Now the question is, do I want to keep reading a series that I've started, which I already have one book in a series, two. I have like 4 books in a series again. It's okay. 2 of them are continuing a series, and then 2 of them are starting a series. But one of them is a duology, and one of them is a comic series. So like that's not even that bad, right? It doesn't matter. I don't need to justify myself to you. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm just rambling now. See, but like the subtext of this one, these ladies put the poison. Come on, come on. And I do really want to finish this series, and I'm really enjoying it again. But I also just finished the first book, so I'm like, do I want to read the second one right now? Do I want to wait a little bit to read the second one? I don't know. But this one would also work. I think I'm gonna do the Baby Dragon Cafe because it sounds cute and it looks like it would be a really easy read. I'm not gonna lie, this is also the start to a series. Anyways, cute little romance book with dragons. Yeah. Plus, now most of my books for February involve romance in some way or another. The 10 books for this month, the stack feels so much heavier than the last time because of Lore Olympus. Oh my gosh. What if I pick it up without Lore Olympus? Let me see how heavy it is that time. Or then significantly lighter. Anyways, those. I did it. Those are the 10 books that I'm going to be letting myself choose from for February. Going back through the prompts, I think at least 4 of them are repeat prompts from last month. Maybe 5. I'm not sure about one of them. So I guess before March, I'm going to take all of these prompts back out and the ones from January that I didn't draw this time around and try to get different new prompts. We'll see. It doesn't matter, but I'm just wondering. Bye bye.